friends, it's me. Today we're gonna be recreating all these viral TikTok cakes. From the cookie croissant, to the watermelon jello cake, and of course, the rainbow cotton candy cake. Yes, I will be making everything. In another video, I reacted to this cartoon donut cake. So you basically make a cake in the shape of a donut. Easy, put batter in a donut mold. It's simple, yes. Put some icing on it. See, I don't have all these fancy thingamajigs. Give it some flesh. And then lay a blanket of fondant as the icing. Oh wow, it's gorgeous. And then put fondant sprinkles on top of it. And then line each one with black icing. Make a very long string of fondant. And then look at it, gorgeous. Looks so easy when you watch it and you're like, oh, I could do that. You know what? Let's go in the kitchen right now. I'm gonna make this. Behold, the mold of the donut. There we go. No lopsided donuts, you hear me? I'm gonna take this, spray it with oil. I want my donut to be funfetti flavored. We ain't got time to bake an entire cake from scratch, especially when I'm making like 50 of these in one day. Now, as soon as I throw out the box, I always forget that there's more to do. 1 cup of water, a 1/3 cup of oil, 3 eggs. 3 eggs? In this economy, a very talented baker told me if you want your box cakes to taste expensive, add another egg. Ew. My egg came with an unborn fetus. That's what I think the bloody part is. I know you can't taste it and it just bakes right into the cake. I don't like knowing that there's a little chicken fetus in my cake, okay? I hope vegan teacher can give me a point for that one. And then minus 10 points for using eggs. You win some, you lose some. You can use butter, but I like to use oil. It's so much easier and I just eyeball it because I'm not getting another measuring cup dirty. Oh, you know what you're supposed to do? If you don't want to get a measuring cup oily, life hack. You push it into the flour. My flour's already wet, but if it wasn't, you push it into the flour and then pour it right into the little flour hole. That ship has long sailed. Where is my hand mixer? Hello? Ah, hand mixer. This is gonna be the fastest cake of all time. Just gonna blend it all up. It's so much easier to use a mixer. You see the color of this thing? Ew! There'd be flies flying around. You see him? I swatted him. He almost flew right into my cake. We want funfetti, not flyfetti. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Now let me whip. Don't lick it. Don't lick it. If you lick it, you'll get salmonella and you'll die. A spatula, and we make the donut. It's going to be a giant donut. What do I do with the rest of the cake? Ask me next week. I feel like it's going to rise and it's going to be very plump, so I'm just going to fill it up. Maybe I should fill it up less than that. No, I think this is fine. Voila! Put it on my pan and bake. Ignore my pan, it's been through several world wars.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Let's make another. I have this little dome from my last cake video. I will not be wasting batter. Don't worry, it's not as menacing as sourdough. In you go.
A few moments later.
I think our cake is done. This is a thick, jiggly girl, wow. Cake got the yacht. Oh, there is nothing more glorious than a fresh baked funfetti cake. I don't think it's done yet. It's one of those 40-minute bake cake.
Eventually.
Donut cake. Do not fret. We flip it, and then we just jiggle it off. Wow! It's perfect. It's glorious. Now is the best part because I get to take the crust. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little trim. Going to circumcise our donut. I don't have one of those fancy spinning cake things, so we're going to have to manually spin this. And then what about the hole? A donut without a hole is simply a cake. It's just a little doughy. Woo! The hole has been created. She's holy. Oh, wow. Such a glorious being. I'm gonna let her cool while I eat the scraps. I'm gonna make this my scrap bowl. Any scraps that fall onto the cake are going in that bowl. I'm gonna put a thin layer of frosting on our donut so the fondant can stick, so it's delicious. I'm excited. I haven't made a cake in so long. I used to make cakes for my favorite anime characters' birthdays. I don't know, that's like a thing in Japan. I feel like a good amount of people celebrate their favorite anime characters' birthdays. Is that like psychotic? I have high hopes for this one. We're gonna put our glazed donut in the fridge. Chocolate bar? No. Fondant. I was expecting it to be stretchy. You know what I forgot for this video? I forgot a rolling pin. I literally do not have a rolling pin. A sprinkle of cornstarch. Find the nearest cylindrical object. I have a water bottle and we're gonna roll this out. See, works perfectly fine. Uh-oh, I don't know if this is enough fondant. We're going to have to cheat. Where did the water come from? Water might be fondant's biggest op. You want the workspace as dry as possible. I don't know what happened. Does that look smooth to you? I'm looking like Freddy Krueger's skin. I'm gonna roll this out again. I ain't got nothing else to do. Maybe don't use a water bottle. Where's the liquid coming from? This is a whole lot of donut and not enough fondant. The top layer is gonna be pink anyway. We're gonna have to salvage things. Put it like this and tuck it under. It's going to be okay. Even if it just looks nice from the camera angle, fool you guys into thinking I can actually bake. That's okay with me. I'm going to massage the sides and hope they just blend, merge into one. Please do as I say. The fate of this cake is at stake. It's like clay. I took a clay class in high school. You basically just like wet your fingers and massage it and it's working. But wait, there's another layer. This one's pink. I feel like they just gotta make one of these kits. It makes it so much easier than buying each individual thing off Amazon for $1 million. It's like Play-Doh, except you can eat it. So tempted to take a bite. I'm so bad at baking because I have no patience and I hate to follow directions. If you're good at those things, then baking is probably for you. So I had to coat the glass in cornstarch. That's the trick. Okay, you literally need ½ pound of cornstarch to make this work and smooth. Okay, now we're talking. I feel like this is gonna be really good. I'm excited. Okay, it's getting bigger. Oh no! I was doing so well and then it ripped. Do not fret. That will go on the other side. We're gonna make sure this fits over our cake. Oh, it really fits. Okay. Plenty of space. And then I'm gonna cut it in like a squiggly shape. You have to be very careful. Make it look like it's melting. I feel like I'm cutting away too much of this. I'm gonna put it back on the cake and see how it is. If this doesn't work, I'll have to roll out the whole thing once again. Kind of like a deflated whoopee cushion. It's not perfect, but it might work. Thank you, cornstarch. You've served me well. And then do I cut a hole in the middle and then just... I think that's exactly what you do. Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. It's looking good. Okay, but wait. We're gonna remove all the cornstarch. It's gonna be so shiny. Oh, wow. She's looking nice. I'm gonna smooth these pieces together. This is very satisfying. Oh, she's shiny. That's a problem for later. You see me lick my cake and put my hands back in it? Mind your business. I'm like patching the parts that I messed up. Not really working out too well. Okay, this is sufficient. Should I wet the other part so it's like glazed? Oh yeah. I should have did a darker color. It should be looking uncooked. It's not even done yet and it looks amazing. It's my friend's birthday in a few days. I should have made this for her birthday. Anyways, I'm gonna take the tube of icing that was used to hold up the camera. Now I need to put something else to hold up the camera. Perhaps empty Jello box. Ah, empty Jello box was perfect. This is where it gets tricky. We're gonna take the black. You could do this with fondant or you could do it with icing. I think the icing is more noob friendly. And we're going to just like make it cartoony. Oh, okay, I'm doing the thing. Just gonna put it around the border. In the original video, they did it with fondant, but that's like way too high skill for me. And also I didn't want to buy another thing of fondant. I'm doing it. Look at me. From reacting to cakes to making them. Quite the glow up. I messed up, but it's okay. It's on the back. I will not show you the back. My little mess up. One of those spitting cake thingies will come in real handy right now. Okay, there you have it. So there's a couple ways that we could do the sprinkles. I could just put some sprinkles on it, call it a day. I still have some of the light fondant. Oh my God, you can see the Jello box. You're not supposed to see it. I also got edible markers, which I think I can just like draw on the fondant. Ah! Why won't these open? It's quite the tip. Y'all see that? I'm gonna draw on the sprinkles with these markers and then I'm gonna cut them out. Trust the process. Ah, did Thanos himself shut these markers? This video is gonna cost me $400 in my teeth. Oh, I want white sprinkles, but there's no white marker. We might have some fondant color sprinkles. Very ugly. Look what I did. These are gonna be my sprinkles. I'm gonna cut them out. Then just pop them on.
Several days later.
I think if I ever did this again, it would be so much easier to just put it on the cake first and then just paint it directly on the cake. I feel like that's so much easier. I don't know if I mentioned, but they're edible pens. I'm not using just any old Sharpies. This is so much easier. Just do that. Paint it directly on the cake. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to do the black icing. I feel like I should do it on the inside too. I feel like it's gonna be too thick. So I'm gonna take the black marker and just draw a border around it. I feel like it would be way easier to use regular sprinkles, but let's do everything the hard way. Okay, I feel like I'm ruining this. Like, I don't know if I should be drawing on the fondant or on the sprinkle. And if you mess up, you can just lick it. Imagine if you could just lick all your mistakes away. I don't know if I'm making it worse. I'm just gonna call this done. It's good enough for me. I think I did a great job. Maybe I should fill in the rest of them. It looks silly. Okay, here it is, the finished product. Wow, I just wanna, I mean I could. We are going to cut it like a civilized human. Bone apple teeth. That is good cake. Okay, comparing them now. You know, if you squint real hard, they kind of look similar, right? I'm just not a baker. These cookie dough croissants have been going viral all over TikTok. This one is the easiest one. I can't possibly mess this up. But look, y'all, how delicious does this look? You can literally buy croissants from the store, pre-made. You don't have to make them from scratch. Nara Smith punch in the air right now when you tell her she doesn't have to make it from scratch. Just take cookie dough, put it in the middle and on top, and that's it. In the oven it goes. I need this in my mouth immediately. Cookie dough mix. As most of you know, I have celiac, so that means I am forced to eat a gluten-free diet. Otherwise, my stomach might implode and I die. If I eat gluten, which I don't usually, I get a little tummy ache. Growing up, I never cheated on my diet. My mom made it seem like it was a crime to even have a bite of gluten. So I just never did it. She said I would get very sick and we would have to go to the hospital, and I hated the hospital. She threatened me with the hospital and it worked. I have several toxic traits, and one of them is when I'm making chocolate chip cookies, I don't like them to be too chocolatey, so I will literally use a strainer and strain out the chocolate chips and then put back half of them, so it's not too many chocolate chips, because in these mixes, half of the mix is like chocolate chips, and I don't like that. See, that's too many chocolate chips. I don't like too many chocolate chips. The other day, I bought some chocolate chip cookies and they had too many chocolate chips, so I ate like 4 cookies and I took out half the chocolate chips. If you mind your business, I'm just gonna manually take out a bunch of these chocolate chips. I feel like I'm sacrificing them. Rest in peace, all the chocolate casualties. Ash is staring at me, hoping that one falls onto the ground. This is literal poison. She doesn't care. Half a stick of butter. This is why I'm not good at baking. I will guess every time. Ugh. Top 3 hardest things to open in this world. Bottle of vanilla. A little bit. An egg. Where's my whisk? I don't know if this butter is soft enough. I feel like I should microwave it for a hot second. Into the microwave you go. Softened, not melted. There is a very thin line. Okay. I think we are on that line. Cookie time. As I was saying before, there are very few things I would cheat on my gluten-free diet for. Now that I'm an adult and I can have tummy aches in the comfort of my own house, I will risk it for the biscuit. I think this little croissant cookie dough hack may be worth it. There's still too many chocolate chips, I'm sorry. I used to save the chocolate chips and then make them in another batch of chocolate chip cookies, but I'm not poor anymore. Excellent. I'm just kidding, I actually still do it for a rainy day. Okay, I got pre-made croissants. I mean, croissant. I actually ordered gluten-free croissants, but they're not gonna be here until tomorrow, but I need to do this today. I don't know how TikTok vloggers cook with such a clean space. I literally cannot do anything without a crumb explosion. A real pastry. I haven't handled one of these in a while. I hope you will be worth the tummy ache. We're just gonna cut them in half. I feel like the problem with most pastries that you get in stores are they're like really dry. I'm going to take my cookie dough. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I'm gonna line it on the inside. Whose hair is this? Definitely not mine. Ash, was it you? Is this gonna bake? I feel like this is gonna be like raw cookie dough, or like almost raw. I don't know. Cookie dough croissant. I don't know why I decided to wear long sleeves, knowing that I'm going to be cooking. Psychopath behavior. You cannot cook in long sleeves. Cookie dough a little crumbly. She's a little dry. Just gonna like layer this on. All right, throw this bad boy in the oven. I feel like it should be done pretty quick. These look amazing. Into the oven they go. Ignore the mess. My croissants! I may have burned them. Ah! They don't look very appetizing. I'm gonna let them cool down. This is what I did with the rest of the cookie batter. Not a single chocolate chip in sight. Just the way I like it. The cookie croissant is done. It doesn't look as good as the ones on Instagram, but I feel like things on Instagram are meant to look good and that's it, but Wow. I feel like throwing the croissant into the oven kind of gives it that like fresh baked taste again. It goes. Oh my god. I know I shouldn't be eating a lot of this. I said I was just gonna take one bite because I'm gonna get a tummy ache later. But wow, this is delicious. And like fresh out of the oven. Wow, this is a dangerous snack. I can't take it. I can't afford to take any more bites out of this, but it's so good. It doesn't even look that good. And when it came out of the oven, I was like, I kind of burned it a little bit, but no, this is like amazing. 10 out of 10. This is probably one of the tastiest hacks I've ever done. The French were really onto something. I think the best part is the inside where the cookie dough isn't like cooked all the way through. I'm gonna stop eating this. I'm going to save it for my gluten eating friends. Jelly watermelon hack. So they took jelly in 3 different colors. They make it look so fast and easy, but it's going to take literal hours to make these. You have to wait for each layer of the jelly to set. The chocolate was kind of unnecessary. Oh, but they look so good. Wow. A watermelon cake. Oh, wow. Look at this absolute unit of a Jell-O. This is my problem. I'm recording, reacting to these cakes after I already did them. I just look at the picture and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I don't do that. I feel like this is super easy. Anyone can do it. I don't know if I ever made Jell-O before, besides for a hack. So apparently you just take some boiling water. Wow. Whisk it up. Yes, all my kitchen utensils are pink. Smells like artificial cherry. Stir for 3 minutes until completely dissolved. I've been stirring for 10 seconds and it's completely dissolved. Unless there are Jell-O particles I can't see. But growing up, my mom made a lot of Jell-O and she'd be stirring it for a long time. So maybe like you have to stir it for some successful Jell-O. It smells so good. Literally smells like a Bath and Body Works candle. Delicious, but bad for you. Everything is bad for you these days. It says you can melt ice cubes into it and it'll quick set it. So see if this works. Try not to spill any more Jell-O challenge. Okay, I'm gonna wait until the ice is completely melted and then we'll pour it into our mold. We're gonna have to make this last for 2 hacks. These are literally so small and we have to do the other ones first. I think I'm gonna need more. This is gonna be a very small melon cake. I don't know if I trust this bowl. It's such a badly rated Amazon bowl. It had like a warning on it. It was like, this item is returned very often. You have been warned. So like, sheesh, why such a bad reputation? The Jell-O is literally staining my countertop. I got some sugar-free Jell-O for all y'all diabetic folk. Why is it so little? The regular packet, the sugar-free packet. Size matters when you're a Jell-O packet. I'm gonna be mixing Jell-O all day. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
I refuse to believe it takes 3 minutes of mixing to dissolve this. Putting the ice in, putting my water, voila. It would be a fantastic day to have a funnel, but unfortunately I'm funnelless. So how is this bowl going to pour into this little cone? Wait a second. Ha-ha! I've come prepared today. There's been a murder. And it's cherry flavored. Ah! Not my matcha! The state of my countertop, y'all. Perks of having a big countertop, I can just literally push all the mess to the side and you guys can't see it. I think I should make the white one first. This is a little suspicious. It's just plain unflavored gelatin. And to make white gelatin, you add condensed milk. Now I gotta open the whole can. I thought I could just poke a hole into it. Okay, unflavored gelatin. Mommy's milk. See, it's a little suspicious. That's how you make white gelatin. I mean, it worked. I'm not a fan of the smell though. Now all we need is the green Jell-O. This is so much work, but I feel like only because I'm doing like 20 of these cakes in a day. It's white. But wait, magic trick. Why does artificial lime smell so good? Literally any artificial green candy tastes nothing like the fruit. Like, where did you get this flavor from? Limes don't taste like that. When they're made in a lab with 99.9% added sugar, they sure do. You have to put the littlest amount of green. I feel like a 5-minute crafts scientist. No real science though. Just wasting the day away. Into the fridge they go. Time to do the next layer. A tiny bit of the white, because that's the rind. A little bit for you. That was too much. Too much rind. Illegal. We want a very thin layer. Okay, this is solidified enough that I can pour a thin layer. Hopefully it doesn't mix. And it's going back into the fridge. All right, let's finish this before it gets dark. The last layer. It's starting to look like a watermelon shot. I'm tempted. Okay, back in the fridge you go. Tell me why my dumb made 3 separate batches of different flavored Jell-O when I just realized they took the same flavor and then just put food coloring. I would have made everything a lot easier. I told you, I have this problem where I cannot follow directions. It's simply impossible. All I have is this gingerbread plate. This has been in the making for the past almost 3 hours. I hope it comes out nice. Okay, this is where I messed up. I did not grease my pan. To be fair, I thought silicone meant it would just like slip right out. I'm gonna loosen up these edges, so hopefully it just like pops right out. Maybe I should have greased this. Ugh, the internet makes it look so easy. I have high hopes for this one. Plate on top, big reveal. Come on. Hocus pocus. Flibbity flabbity. Oh no! The rest of it is stuck. Okay, wait. It's not too late. Go back in. Let go of my Jell-O. But what is this? I think this is probably the most disappointing thing I've ever made in my life. Ah! I am so very angry. See, this is what was supposed to happen. Oh wait! The same thing happened. It fell apart in layers. The first 2 layers came out and then that was stuck. Okay, the same thing happened to them, except they're much better at problem solving than I am. No wonder they gave me a warning. It literally, everything sticks to it. I was not aware that you had to grease up a silicone bowl, which is already supposed to be pretty slippery. It doesn't even look like a watermelon. What is this? It's a jiggly failure. Cherry flavored. This is so embarrassing. There's been a lot of fails, but this is probably the worst one. You can kind of see what I was trying to do. I'm gonna cut it in half and show you. And move all the ugly to the side. Cut me a little slice. It doesn't even like stick together. There it is, the watermelon pie. It doesn't look horrible, but the layers did not stick together and the first layer just ruined everything. It's not bad. Guys, this was such a fail. But wait, we still have the watermelon shooters. You're going back to Amazon. I don't know, I was just expecting it to pop right out. I'm gonna do the little one first. These molds are actually for resin. I don't know how to take it out. I was expecting it to just pop right out. Are you supposed to like reach in and retrieve it? Okay, that's not ready yet. I'm gonna leave them in the fridge for a few more hours just to make sure it sets, but like, there it is. This is terrible. A little Christmas hat. At least he was delicious. 24 hours later. Y'all thought I forgot. I think I ruined this one by stabbing the edges with a knife. I left these in the fridge overnight hoping that they would solidify a little bit more, but that was so sad. Well, there you go. Your little watermelon spear. Oh, at least it tastes good. This is my last chance. I'm gonna cut the edges and see if that'll release the Jell-O. What if I just like squeeze it out? No, we're gonna cut it. This video has already caused me enough pain. I'm going to make you pay for your crimes against the earth. In theory, it should just come out perfectly. I should be able to unroll it and it comes out perfectly, right? Okay, well that's a little better. Maybe you gotta make them suffer to get what you want. I'm going to add on the little watermelon seeds. Everybody hates watermelon seeds on a real watermelon, but on a dessert, it becomes aesthetic. Okay, now we're talking. Get a close up on that. Yeah! This cotton candy cake has been going viral for all the wrong reasons. Because it's so expensive. It's like $50 and everybody's like, why? It's cotton candy. Oh wait, they're on sale for only $28. So she bought it. Oh, now that I think about it, that is a whole lot of cotton candy. And then they even give you a little sprinkle packet, put the sprinkle on top of it. But at the end of the day, it's still just cotton candy. It doesn't even have ice cream in it or anything. Do they at least make them different flavors? I would hope so. Yeah, you accidentally spit on it, the whole thing's gonna evaporate. Yes, I did buy a cotton candy machine just for this hack. For the price of 2 cotton candy cakes, you can have endless cotton candy cakes if you want to make them. I've never made cotton candy before, but I've seen so many videos of people making cotton candy. I feel like I could just make cotton candy in a cotton candy machine on my first try. See, just put everything together, right? I literally do not need instructions. Oh, we turn it on? It just basically spins very fast. Okay, we're gonna make a rainbow cake. You're not supposed to put more than 1 scoop of flavored sugar in at a time. Sometimes it's good to read the instructions, because I would have dumped in half of this. It even comes with the sticks to spin it around. Okay, I don't need a tutorial. It's literally just sugar and that's it. This is like spinning really fast. If I pour this in, what's stopping it from just like exploding upwards? Okay, if you're gonna add sugar, turn it off. Very important. And then you turn it on. The sugar is inside. Time to spin the sugar. Where is it? Did you just... Hello, cotton candy.
Do something!
Did I put it in the right hole? I don't think I put enough. They lie, you have to put way more than 1 scoop. I would not do very well in a circus. Okay, I did not let it preheat for 5 minutes. Oh, wait, there's fibers. I was just reading the instructions, they came out of nowhere. We have cotton candy, y'all. I'm doing the thing. Woo! This is what I seen and I was confident I could do it. Just started raining cotton candy. Guess you have to keep like rotating it to collect all the cotton candy. Ah! I'm scared, what's happening? Why is it making that sound? A grain of sugar assaulted me. Spin faster, faster. It's like hot oil, except the sugar is really hot and it hurts. That should be enough for the first layer. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, wow, fresh cotton candy. Look at that. Did you know you could also, instead of the sugar powder, you can literally put like hard candy like Jolly Ranchers and make Jolly Rancher cotton candy. So this is kind of fun. You can do a lot with it. This is gonna be the first layer of our cake. How do you get it flat? Exactly how they make McDonald's patties. Flatten it. I gotta get a little taste. Wow, it's just like the fair. Okay, I think I clogged this thing with too much powder. I went a little crazy. It's kind of like stuck with powder. This is a mess. A delicious one. How goes the rainbow? We don't have an orange. Gonna have to skip to yellow. What about all the pink that's in there? This is where you're supposed to listen to directions. It's there for a reason. All right, sugar paste, do your thing. Woo! Now we're talking. It's kind of scaring me. Sounds like a bad transmission. Giving me PTSD from my car not starting. I feel like I'm in an orchestra. I'm conducting the horrific sounds coming out of this thing, like woo, expecto patronum. This thing is deadly. Assaulted me and my stick. Where's the yellow? This is still pink. I gotta wait for all the pink to go away and then I can get some yellow. All right, we're gonna be here all day. Maybe just buy the $47 cake, because I don't know how much more of this juice I can take. My hand hurts. Where's the yellow? I don't like the sound it's making. Supposed to be making these sounds. I feel like this could explode at any minute. No, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. That's enough. Put my candy cake on here and it's got a knuckle mark. Layer it up nice and pretty. Where's the yellow? I'm putting more in. I feel like the Oompa Loompa at Willy Wonka world, doing what I can. You don't even have to like move your hand. You can just be lazy with it. Yeah, move yourself, cotton candy. I ain't pay you to sit there. I ain't pay you at all, but here we are. Clouds. This is honestly as yellow as it's gonna get. You want it yellower? Add some artificial coloring. Okay, finally. Another layer for our little cake. What's next? Green? Maybe I should use a Jolly Rancher. I feel like they would be more effective. I'm gonna cheat and add a little food coloring. It's just not giving. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See how bright it is now? I don't think the machine liked that. I might have broke it. It's not making anymore. Please, I need 3 more layers. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. She listened. Okay, this looks very saturated. Maybe you should add just like 1 drop of food coloring if you want it like real colorful. Okay. Stop making the grrr sound. You know, it's crazy when I buy something and it does what it says it's gonna do. I'm very pleased. I have learned yet another skill. Add cotton candy, make it to my resume. Just in case this YouTube thing don't work out, I am a certified cotton candy maker now. Green layer, done. I gotta calm down. We don't want it too flat. Blue raspberry. Drop or 2, pop that bad boy in. And she's having a panic attack once again. Just about to commit cotton candy slide off my counter. We will have none of that. Not before the cake is complete. Okay. Kind of to get it to go down the stick. That's where the skill comes in. Is that it? Is that all one scoop made? Cotton candy is so much sugar. 1 drop of water is all it takes. This whole thing, gone.
Remember that.
I'm gonna mix the pink and the blue and make some purple cotton candy. Oh wait, there's literally a purple, I'm stupid. I literally got a purple grape flavor. Now we're talking. Last layer. It's like when you buy cotton candy in the store, it's so cheap. It's like less than $5 for a bag. I'm trying to understand why the cake is so expensive. It's literally just cotton candy, and I think they put some sprinkles on top of it to make it pretty. It's more white than purple. Well, it's kind of like a lavender. Come here, you. I feel like I'm wrestling with clouds. Oh, okay, now we're talking. Now we're getting that product. Our cotton candy cake is looking mighty fine. Okay, go off, purple. This color has been the most bountiful. My arm hurts. This is a mess. How are you supposed to clean this? You don't. That's a problem for next time. This is not what I was expecting. It's like half of what it should be. My cotton candy cake is falling apart. I'm cutting it. Oh, actually, look at the inside. It does not look that bad. But let's do a taste test. Oh, that's delicious. Tastes like cherry. It tastes like sugar. Oh wow, the blue is really tasty. Okay, I could eat this whole thing right now. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it like look decent. What if I just like layered this on top of each other and all of that made like 1 slice of cotton candy cake? If you can find this cake for cheaper, then I suggest doing it for cheaper. I would not invest in a cotton candy machine unless you're gonna be making cotton candy all the time. It was simply not worth the effort. See, before trying to make this cake, I thought $28 is too much for a cotton candy cake, but after making this cake, that's totally reasonable. $28, just take it. I never wanna have to turn on a cotton candy machine again. I can hear it now. You know, the funniest part is that the thing that I do not show on the camera came out the best. The cookies I made, ignore my little pastry scraps, but like, look. This is a good looking cookie. This might be the perfect cookie. So good, but it's not even part of the video. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this failure of a video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, that face, and make sure you turn on notifications. Click, click, and subscribe to the Wolf Pack. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.